WPSU is your source for Penn State sports, Penn State research, Penn State community. But we can't do it without your support. Make a contribution today and get a DVD of your favorite Penn State show.
It's been several weeks since we celebrated the new year, and we are into the drab grays and white of the winter season. There are several plants that you can incorporate into your winter landscape that add some variety and oomph. One of these is the deciduous holly. When you think of a holly, most folks think of the evergreen hollies with the leaves on all year round. This deciduous holly, leaves come off in the fall, and in its place is this magnificent display of red berries. These berries will persist through most of the winter until the birds pick them clean. We're looking at China holly, which is a evergreen holly and brings a lot of color into the landscape. You have the dark green foliage in the background and the red berries in the forefront, serving as a nice contrast. The important thing to remember about any holly species is that you have a female plant and a male plant. The absence of a male plant will result in little or no flowering, and as a result, no berry formation. So it is very critical to have one male plant per several female plants in the landscape design. We're looking at the American holly, a tree that gets about 30 to 40 feet in height. This is native to the United States, so it withstands our winters very well. However, site placement is critical. It doesn't perform very well in windy situations, as the winter winds tend to desiccate out the leaf material. Site placement is also critical in that it does not withstand wet feet, and so it needs well-drained soil. This is a Washington hawthorn, which is a great multi-season interest plant. In the spring, the leaves emerge and they're in a nice, shiny, dark green. And then in June, the flowers come out for about 7 to 10 days, so they have that nice green foliage as a backdrop. As fall approaches, the leaves turn kind of a reddish, yellowish, purplish, very attractive in the fall. And finally, as you head into the winter, leaves drop off and the berries are showing. Very nice winter interest plant. However, this is one plant you have to be careful of where you site. The reason for siting this, looking at the siting of this, is the thorns on this plant can be a couple inches in length. And so you may not want to have this around the swimming pool area or playground area. We're looking at bayberry here, which is a native to the eastern seaboard. The berries are not showy in the sense that they're red or orange, but they do add some winter interest to the landscape. In addition, this is a shrub that is very salt tolerant, so it may be good when it's situated around driveways or roadways. When designing or creating your landscape, it's a good idea to think beyond the evergreens. I hope some of the trees and shrubs I talked about today that produce berries give you an idea of some of the alternatives that you can add to your landscape. They add some oomph to the garden, and they also serve as a source of food for the birds.
A copy of the program you've just seen can be purchased through Penn State Media Sales at mediasales.psu.edu or by calling 800-770-2111.